Hello and welcome to this how to make a Kahoot for a digital learning activity. So the first thing you need to do is type in Kahoot into your Google search engine if you like, or kahoot.it, and you'll have two options here. The first one that was above in that search tool was joining games. This is for when you want to start an account. So then if you don't have an account, you can essentially start for free or create an account. Because I do have an account, I want to log in. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to create a Kahoot. Okay, so you can use any of these PDF to Kahoot, generate a Kahoot based on a topic URL or Wikipedia, or you can import information if you like. I'm just going to use a blank canvas. So then we want to insert a question. For example, if we're talking about the topic of common jobs or occupation, for example, let's give it a title, Common Jobs in Australia. Okay, click done. Okay, so I'm going to insert a picture of a chef. Okay, obviously you want to use one that's pretty inclusive and pretty clear. I think this is quite good. Okay, so I'll put in teacher as an option, and then I might put in librarian as an option, and then I might put in cleaner, and then I might put in chef. So I want to check that that one's right. Then I can adjust the limit of time. Maybe you want to give 30 seconds. And if you do have multiple choice answers where you want multi-select, you can select that. But this is clearly just one answer. Okay. And then I want to add another question. Maybe I can do a true or false. This is a picture of a cleaner. Right. So we need to upgrade images for the Getty images, but we can just type in cleaner here. Alright. It's probably a bit more hazardous, more like a COVID cleaner, but we can also just select true. And then what we can do then is I'll change that to 30 for consistency, standard points. Or if you think this is more difficult, you can change the point setting to double points. It's up to you. Okay, and then we click save. Okay, and then you can run a test session before you host, or before you trial it with your students. Okay, and then I can start it. And then you can join yourself by scanning the QR code and trying for yourself. So I'm just going to exit that game. Okay, and click done. And then in order to view any previous results, you can search through these functions here by clicking on reports, and then you can view how your students went through reports. Okay, and you can see that 69% of students got everyday life and language use answers correct. And then you can review the questions here as well, and the ratio of correct answers or the overall scores. So that concludes our video on how to create a Kahoot. I hope you found it useful and enjoy playing around with this fun digital learning tool.